Trisha the banging misses and videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shh, got all my people in red clothes. Styling my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that. Wanna party with me?
Greetings to all viewers of the weekly podcast of the Walking This Way Impact Boys podcast. I am Furman Jackson Jr., the host of the podcast series. We're broadcasting from the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas metropolitan area. Our guest today is a native New Yorker who has now resided in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area. He's an individual with a vision and determination for success, serving as the host of the weekly podcast, Field of Dream Business Podcast, available on a variety of podcast platforms. Please join me in welcoming the man himself, SRL Steven. Thank you, sir, for taking time out your productive schedule to come on the show. I know I was on your platform. Earlier this month, I think that was on your platform.
Yes, you were. Yeah, pretty recent.
Earlier this month. Oh, yes. I appreciate you coming on. I know you're doing a lot of great things here in the DFW. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience here for the very first time here on Walking This Way Impact Boys podcast.
Yeah, so just hearing some background noise from, I don't know what that is.
Let me see. Just go ahead. I fixed that. Just let's see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You still here?
Mm-hmm.
You still have background? You still have background noises? Let me see.
Yeah, I do.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Is it still have background noises?
It's fine. I can work through it. It's all good.
All right.
So first off, thank you for having me tonight. It's your blessing to be on. Yeah, so my name's Stephen Orefice. I'm business and construction coach, SRO. Relocated to McKinney, Texas a little over a year ago, year and a few months. And from New York. So God gave me an opportunity to come out here and get into construction, which is my background. Was blessed to work for Fox Television and work from everywhere up, from the ground up. So just be able to do door-to-door sales, be able to work in different sales organizations, and I'm a former Division II baseball athlete, baseball coach. So I love the game of baseball. That's how I tie in Field of Dreams and going after your goals and vision in life and in business, and just achieving everything that's set out to you. And I was lucky to get saved by the Lord back in November 6, 2022, which kind of reinvigorated my soul and my vision of going after what I wanted in life. And I'm just so grateful it happened. And that's where we are today, sitting here in McKinney, Texas.
And, and that's awesome, still pressing through, making things happen. And I know, like I said, you are a native New Yorker, transition here in the South, and set your foundation, building a name for yourself. So how has that transition was from New York all the way down to Texas? How has that transition been?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I was lucky because I was coming here since 2019, so 2 times a year for business, but I was able to get an understanding of the landscape. I had some good friends here, so it helped with the adjustment, Herman, and understanding the culture and what was going on. But yeah, it's definitely a switch of environment for sure. So it's definitely a little bit slower, and the culture is a tad bit different. So you have to respect the Texans here and respect their ways. So it taught me to kind of take a step back and, be able to just take in the moment, take in the present, and, kind of see what's going on in order to how I go about my days and my life. So it's been amazing though. I love the environment. I'm a big country music bumpkin. So just the outdoors and the warm weather and being a Christian and the sports here, you can't get enough of. So most of all, the business environment, the people are just so authentic and willing to help. So, I just saw a stat the other day. I think there's 93,000 millionaires in Dallas, Texas. So that's pretty impressive, from a market that went through the pandemic and has been self-standing since. So, a lot of successful people in this arena, and there's a place where you feed off the energy and where you want to be for sure.
Right. Yeah, because you look at it, if you're not making it here, then you don't want to make it. It's so much. It's just the land of opportunity. here
Uh-huh.
in the DFW. It's so much opportunity here, networking, growth. You have to go out there and get it. A lot of individuals fail to realize that you have to get out there and make things happen. You have to get
Yep.
out there, meet the right people, shake hands, change information. It's out there and is it right at our doorstep, Stephen? So you have to get out there and make things happen. I hear people that everybody. So once again, if you're not making it here, then you just don't want to make it. That's all I have to say on
Uh,
that.
no, for sure. There's a place you want to be, if you want to be part of the growth and raise up your career, raise up your personal life. Good.
Right. Yeah, most definitely. And I know you mentioned the article you came across. You said it was like 93, 90.
93,600 or something, I believe, to be exact. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was with one of my buddies last night. He brought it up to me, and I was like, wow, that's part of the reason why I moved there, just to be around these high level people, this high level economy. And it's infectious.
Right. Right. And the economy here is steady growing day by day. Businesses are booming. You have a lot of people who wants to transition to ownership, want to transition to entrepreneurship. How has that been with the people that you deal with on a regular basis who want to transition from working a 9 to 5 to
Yeah.
become their own boss?
Yeah, I mean, here it's definitely more, kind of the way of the realm, the land, I would call it. New York, I mean, it's definitely a big New York City's a big entrepreneur spot, but from where I'm from, Poughkeepsie, New York, hour north of New York City, entrepreneurs, it isn't like this. I'll tell you that. So, every coffee shop you go into, you got an entrepreneur at your right, at your left, online, working at the coffee shops and just integrating and the business networking here. It's definitely 10x from the suburbs where I'm from. New York City has good networking, but suburbs. This is definitely a raise in level. So, just being around those people, being around that energy. I mean, I was on a rooftop last night in Dallas with some of the top real estate people here in the Metroplex. So, you talk about just knowledge and wisdom and environment. That just fed into my veins, and I'm so grateful. And I'm learning so much about entrepreneurship and creating the design of your dreams. And to be able to set up you and your family for the future, and do what you want, and actually have a passion behind what you do and excited to wake up every day. And I'm blessed to say that I'm there, and I have a long way to go. But it's such a blessing to be able to go where you want, when you want, and work when you want. That's the beauty of it. You're not behind a desk from 9 to 5. And that's the world I come from, the corporate world, and other jobs in between there. It's a pretty, depending on your, it's not for everybody, but it's just not me. I'm not going to be stuck behind a desk. So you got to you got to work hard and earn everything that you get. So it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Legends gets up early. Legends get up on time where it's all about their legacy. I know that you're a man and you're about your legacy, and I
Yeah.
know you want your legacy to go from generations to come. So
Yep.
that's why I like being around individuals yourself, who's hardworking, visionary,
Yep.
uh, never say die attitude.
Yep.
Always get up and go by yourself, not making excuses, not feeling sorry for yourself, not being a victim, but getting up and making things happen. I like being around people who like that
Me too.
because you have to make life happen. Life is not happen for you. And I say this all the time, Stephen. Nobody's not gonna knock on your front door today or tomorrow and say, "Hey, I need you to get your life together." No, you have to get out there. You got to get out there with the big dogs. If not, stay on the porch. They say in the South, in
Yep.
Alabama. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna run with the big dogs, stay on the porch. You know what I'm saying? Don't complain about how your life turned out because you have people out here who are making things happen. And I applaud those people, Steve, out there making them happen. But don't complain when your life is not where it want to be at. And I see a lot of people murmuring and complaining a lot, Stephen. One, they don't have no vision. Without a vision,
Yep.
people perish. If you ain't got no vision, you just gonna perish. You ain't got no vision, you just gonna murmur and complain. But I like Elon Musk. Elon Musk said having that hardcore mentality. That means sacrificing everything. When I say sacrifice everything, sacrificing the birthday, sacrificing the vacation. If you want to get to the area, of billionaire status, millionaire status. They about it. I know you studied a lot of great people. They sacrificed a lot to get where they're at today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything comes with a sacrifice. You nailed it on the head, and it's just hi, Doris. Doris is on. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Um, yeah, man, it's to the point where it's got to be it's got to be you got to be so passionate about what you do. It's got to be flowing in your veins. And I'll be honest, it's misunderstood by a lot of people, including those closest to you. So you got to keep going. You got to trust the vision. You got to see it. You got to believe it, and you got to act upon it. I love what you said before. You have to get up every single day. You could either sleep away your dreams, or you can get up and go get them. And I've always been a guy that goes and gets anything that I want. So, and I know you're that way, Furman, as well. So, sitting there and in your puddle of cries and complaining, you're not going to move the needle. And that's a reality. And I went through it. During the pandemic and getting divorced and going through some struggles in my life. You got to get up and get after it. Nothing's going to get better unless you make changes. And that's a hard reality. And you can take a day and soak it in and feel sorry for yourself, but next day get up, get after it, consult into somebody that believes in you, and you got to believe there's a greater purpose for your being here on earth. That's what continues to get me up every day. And I'm just looking to do God's work, and I want to be able to have other people achieve their field of dreams by maybe one thing I said or one thing I assisted them with. To send the elevator down. We all have been at the bottom, and I'm working my way back up. I was at the top, dropped back down. Now I'm coming back up, but I'm coming back up with a different invigorance and a different perspective on life. And I'm putting everybody in the elevator with me, and we're all going to go up. It's not just me.
Right.
So I think the more people you raise up, the more you're going to get blessed. That's going to come back to you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And also want to give a big shout out to David Cartoons. He said, "I love this." Big shout out to David Cartoon. Man, that's a newcomer. So big shout out to David as well. Oh. Thank you for watching us this evening. Like I said, you gotta get out there and make things happen. If you do have that moment where you have to go cry, hey, go ride out to the country somewhere where nobody don't see you cry it out. Wipe away them tears and get back in the game, because you want to have one shot at this thing. It is going to be do or die, all or nothing. Look at the greats from Tom Brady to Michael Jordan. They was all about greatness. They were the first ones who went to their facilities and be the last one to leave. It was all about greatness. And if you want to be great, you don't have to be a Tom Brady. You don't have to be a Michael Jordan. You could be you right where you at and be great right where you at. Put in the work. Asking questions, get a mentor, learn, study. A lot of great study. You look at Jeff Bezos, Amazon. He's a billionaire, and he started Amazon in his garage. And look what he had today.
Yeah.
So it shows me, Stephen, that there are possibilities. Once you make up your mind and say, you know what? I want to have a successful life. I will have a successful life. Change what we think, because even Apostle Paul tells us with this: do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by what? The renewing of our mind, that we may know the good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So we know, Stephen, everything has to do with mindset. What'd you say about that, my brother?
Yeah, mindset's everything. I'm a baseball player, so it's played high level Division II. So I was a catcher, so I took a beating, and I know what it takes to grind and grit and work in New York City and get on the grind. But your mindset creates your emotions, and what you create in your mind is kind of the life you're going to live. And if you consistently have a negative mindset and keep yourself in a negative environment, you're going to produce negative outcomes, and that's a big thing that I went through myself, that you got to fight through the negative and appreciate the bad times and the journey, because the outcomes and the goals will come if you can control your emotions and control your mindset through the hard times. And it's easier said than done, but I call it RIP. So it's RIPP, routines, information, people, and places. And those four things right there could transform your life if you stick to them and you get your mindset in a safe place where you can fight through the negative and you can appreciate the bad times and know there's a greater purpose to those times being hit, and coming through in your life. So if you can get to that point and flip your switch and just day by day go through and fight through and know the sun's going to come out tomorrow, that's going to pull you through, pretty much anything.
Right. And I know we have setbacks. We know life, there are setbacks. Whether you may went through a divorce, lost a loved one, lost a business deal, but we all have setbacks. And I know, Stephen, and I know that the audience that listen to us tonight, how can they deal with a setback? How can they overcome a setback? We have some individuals who never bounce back from a setback, and you got those who do bounce back from a setback. They say I use that as a learning experience. But what would you say to an individual who can cause a setback, but then don't know how to find their way back?
Yeah, I would say when you're feeling lost and not really sure how to get back up after a big punch or a big hit, number one, you need to find faith, and find your faith. Again, it doesn't have to be a specific religion, but find your higher power, is what I would say. Because at that point, when you lose everything or you're at the low of the low, a lot of those people that you thought were going to be there may not be there. So you got to find your purpose and you got to find your why. And it's a perfect time to step back and dig deep into yourself and look into your soul about where you are at as a person and how you can go forward. And I love what you said in the beginning, create a vision and change your mindset and be able to write down things, come up with a vision board, do little exercises to get you into a routine, get yourself back into the gym. The gym saved me. The church saved me. Those were two big things when I had nothing. That's what I was able to grab onto and find support groups. So, whether it's through the church, whether it's through sports, through your friendships, whatever it may be, church, faith, friendship, those three things can elevate you and help you through a really, really tough time. And God picked me up, when I was face down. And sometimes you need to be humbled in life to be able to feel the pain and allow yourself to feel it. That was a big thing for me. I had to just go through the rough patch and cry and feel the emotions and feel the anxiety and feel the stress. And once you feel that, you'll come out on the other side because there's a greater purpose for you, and you're not going to be stuck in that forever. And you want to be able to drive forward in your lifetime.
Yeah, most definitely. It's all about the success. It's all about the mindset. It's all about developing who you desire to come.
Yeah.
Who do you want to be? And it starts today, ladies and gentlemen. Those who listen to us right now, it starts today. Mm-hmm. Don't wait till tomorrow. It starts right now. You're tuning in for a reason to hear what's being said on this platform, that it can resonate with you. I love reading books. I read books. I write down notes. I highlight a lot of stuff, Steve. Especially when I'm at work, I have my books with me. I highlight stuff. Always critiquing my mindset, perfecting my mindset, because it's all about becoming that better, what is it they say, the better version of yourself. It's already in you. You just have to bring it out of you. And I understand it takes time. A lot of people think, Stephen, that this was a one-time. No, it is not a one-time thing. You got to think about it. We put back layers of how society conditioned our mindset. Now we have to be unconditioned, if we want to say that. That's why Jesus said that we must be born again.
Yeah.
So we were starting out over again from a spiritual standpoint. I had a conversation with another brother. The other day he says, and he loved the scripture in the book of Joel when he says how God restore years. Mm-hmm. That the cankerworm took from room. God restore years. He didn't say a day. He didn't say a month. He restored years.
Yeah.
God gives us everything, but once we make that confession and we give ourselves over to Him and accept Christ as Lord and Savior of our lives and start afresh, start anew. The Bible said in Christ, we're new creatures, right? Old things have passed away, behold, all things become new. And that's something, ladies and gentlemen, you have to believe for yourself. You don't worry about, well, I messed up 5 minutes ago or this happened to me. No, in Christ, you're a new creation. Old things have passed away, behold, all things become new.
Yes.
But the key is we have to learn how to believe it, confess it, get into the I am, get out the I do, but get into the I am and say, I am successful. I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I am healed. I am whole. And we got to speak those things. What the scripture says, Steve, speak those things to be all they were.
Yes.
Faith comes by hearing the word of God. So you have to build up the faith. Like you mentioned, Stephen, be around people who are positive. Be around, read a lot of books.
Listen to podcasts.
There's so much stuff. Listen to positive podcasts. Not this junk they putting out here today, but listen to podcast, business podcasts, Christian-based podcasts. What else we got? Self-help podcasts. Listen to that. Don't listen to that crap they putting out today, because that junk is foolish.
Yes,
but listen to stuff that's going like great interviews. You have interviews with Mark Cuban out there. Great interviews. We're just throwing stuff out there tonight. So much stuff that's out there. What you want to say about that, Steven?
Yeah, just I'm going to throw out the 3 E's, what I call it. It's emotions, experiences, and education. So emotions are indicators, experiences are exchanges, and education is there to raise you up. So, remember your 3 E's, and journaling stuff out really helped me. Doing the I ams and 10, 5 or 10 things you're grateful for. And just things that waking up is being grateful for just seeing another day that God gives you, and getting back to some basics, really helps. And there's so much knowledge and people out there today that you can utilize. We really have no excuse to not get better, even at 1% each day. You know what I mean? And 1% each day turns into 37 times better. You know what I mean? And I'll take that. And it's not so much of a big gap to fill, when you look at it that way. It's just 1% each day. So the little things do add up, and it will allow you to become successful, and in all different angles. And I would just say, wealth versus weight. So look into your weaknesses and just use all the knowledge out there to get better. That was something I had to do. I thought I was perfect, and I really wasn't. And I had to dive into my weaknesses to be able to better help people and what I wanted to achieve in my life. So, ask for help in your weaknesses, and don't be scared to reach out. People actually respect you more when you do reach out and ask for help. And that was a challenge for me, because I'm a big macho man Italian, and, we don't talk about our weaknesses. And I hit a really rough point with my anxiety, and I didn't know what to do anymore, because it was really taking me over during the pandemic. So I ended up asking for help, and it was the best thing that I ever did, because, I was able to get my health back, and I lost like 40 pounds just by getting back in the gym and getting my anxiety under control and getting off the medications and moving forward with my life, which I deserve. And I always had the why. The why will allow you to do that. My kids are my everything. So, they're pushing me right now, when I can easily roll over and die, and that's my lasting legacy. That's what I want to make good for. And, my parents. So just you got to have the end goal of why you're doing what you're doing and where you want to go. I envision my life every day of where I want to be, and be able to travel and have freedom and run my own business and not work for anybody, and make a difference in people's lives, and get them to their field of dreams, because that's the most rewarding thing to me. And, I would just say, I went from making a lot of money to losing it all. And I realized that money is not nearly the impact that you can make in this world when you're affecting other people's lives. And what you're doing with the podcast, Furman, and, what you're pouring into people. I mean, I know when you put your head on the pillow at night, you feel that reward of helping so many people and getting their stories out there. So speak to that, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and after that commercial break, we'll get more back in our Field of Dreams conversation with Steven. Talk more about his podcast, where you can catch it, how can you be a guest, and also if you have any questions, we have any comments too. If you have any questions for Steven, go right ahead. Whether it's to a life question, it don't matter. Go ahead and ask your question. Let us know where you're watching this from. We'll give you a big shout out as well. So we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll jump right back into our Q&A conversation.
Mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre people. So if everybody doesn't buy into the same principles and values of the organization and the same high standard, you're never going to be successful.
Hey, what's up, man? We're back here. That was from the GOAT, Nick Saban. I love Nick Saban. I love his philosophy, how he approaches the game of football, not just football, but life, period. So I can listen to Nick Saban all day. So we're back here on the Walk in His Ways Impact Wars podcast. This is the first of a doubleheader. We got another one at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm back here with Steven, of course. Hey, Steven, go ahead and plug in your information about the Field of Dream podcast. Where can we check it out at? We know it's available right now on all social media platforms. So let the listeners know where can they follow you, what can they subscribe, how can they be a guest as well, and all the other great stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Furman. Yeah, it's on all the podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, Android, Google, iHeartRadio, Field of Dreams Business Podcast. You can reach out to me directly. I can send you a link to be booked. You can text me at 469-215-8222, or you can follow me on any of my social media platforms. It's Stephen R. Orefice. It's at Stephen R. Orefice on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm on YouTube as SRO Business Coaching Incorporated. So I'm all over the place. You guys will find me. I'm packing a lot of content in 2024, just looking to inspire and motivate. And you can find me anywhere. You can message me, and I'll be more than happy to get you on my podcast. I'm doing Monday mornings and Saturday mornings now. I had to add some more spaces because I'm booked up for the next 6 months. So I'm adding in time slots for people to be able to tell their stories as entrepreneurs and business owners. And I truly believe in Field of Dreams because I play baseball. And if you build it, they will come. And that so translates to business if you build your business the right way. And that's what I teach companies is how to scale your business on a cleat string marketing budget. So if you're between 0 and 10 million in revenue and you want to scale to the next stage and next level, reach out to me. I have a niche in home improvement companies. I've scaled 2 different window and door companies. That's who I'm looking to meet is high-level CEOs that manage employees that want to bring their team together to be able to get to the next level. So I was blessed to be able to be a VP of sales in New York. We went from 2.5 to 6 million for a family-owned window and door company. Then I did it here in McKinney, Texas, 250,000 to 1 million in only 8 months. That was another family-owned window company. So that's my passion. I love helping companies that are stuck in the mud grow to the next level. And I keep your marketing expenses down to be able to grow and scale, hire employees, and make it a family legacy or just make it whatever, sell it off after you get to a certain point, just scale and grow it. And you're impacting so many lives, all the employees within your organization, and you get to leave a legacy in your community.
Man, that's what's up right there. We don't want to forget everybody who's tuning in right now. Big shout out to Maria in the comment section. She said 100. Big shout out to her. Don't want to forget about her. Also, big shout out to Shanti out of my home state of Alabama. She said, let's go. And she's saying that's cool. I got her coming on the show next month. She got an awesome testimony that she's going to share with everybody. So I'm looking forward to having Shanti on the show next month. So big shout out to her for tuning in as well. Also, I've got a chance to talk with her. Awesome woman, great woman. I love her spirit. I love her period. I love her heart. And that's why I like being people got good hearts, good spirits. Steve, that's yourself. Go getter. And like you mentioned earlier, you went to the networking event on yesterday, on a Monday. A lot of people try to do stuff on the weekend, but people don't realize, Steven, I know you know that it's stuff always going on 7 days a week from Monday all the way to Sunday and then start all over again. That's why I love being here. A lot of places just do stuff on the weekend, but they have stuff going on the weekday. So talk about your experience. I know you brought it up, but elaborate on the event on yesterday, the atmosphere. How was it? what you get out of it, what you learn from it, and that you incorporate in your own toolbox.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, business networking will get you into places that you never thought you can get into. And a lot of people, non-impact people look at it as, just a social thing or wasting time and not working, or just being out and about and not, doing your job. I'll tell you what, those people will never see the value that people like me and you see, because it is high level relationships. You are advocating for other entrepreneurs and business owners. So you actually get to know people deep down. You get to know their stories, and then you get to know their products and services. And you get to bring those with you everywhere you go throughout the week and be an extra salesperson for them. And anybody that falls in my network, I'm able to pitch them to all my different groups that I go to and everybody that I know. So you're literally hiring free salespeople that are loyal supporters of you into the field. And it's just a magical thing, Furman, because you get around, you never know who's going to show up. And I was on the 19th floor of the Statler Hotel in Dallas, and I put up some pictures last night, but just the environment's amazing. It's high level people, high level environment, high level conversations. There's nothing like it. It's the best people in the real estate investing space. So you talk about economic development, you talk about big impact. These are the rooms that you want to be in. I'm a big advocate of, I always want to be in a room that I'm not the smartest guy in. So I purposely put myself in those situations, and 10 times out of 10, it always produces results. I mean, I walked away with a few different job opportunities, some great relationships for my construction business, and also for my coaching business. So, showing up, being consistent, and blocking in time to network in your week that isn't going to burn you out or rush you out. But any high level entrepreneur or business owner, you need to block out 2 hours a day for business prospecting. Ladies and gentlemen, business networking counts as business prospecting. So a lot of people look at it as a different category. That is business prospecting. So whether you're making phone calls or you're doing door knocking or you're emailing, sending text messages, business networking counts, guys. And if you go there with an intention and a purpose, it's an income producing activity. I call it an IPA. So it's not a waste of time, and it's gotten me into doors I normally would have never been able to crack into if I didn't network. So you need to block it into your week, mix it around your schedule, make sure you get rest in between. I've definitely burnt myself out in New York during the pandemic, so I've learned my balance of what a good solid week looks like for me. And make sure you follow up, guys. I meet so many people that never touch me after that event, and I'm like, wow, because I touch those people within 24 hours, and you are missing opportunities for your business. You're missing good, solid friendships. You're missing different things that could change your life overnight in one relationship. So be different, be unique, be follow up, and do what you say you're going to do. And that if you do that, you got some great things coming from you, and God will definitely bless you.
Hey, and another thing too, I want to piggyback on what you, Steve, and also don't be afraid. God told Jeremiah, "Don't be afraid of their faces. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
This ain't no time to be. I'm shy. Nah. You're gonna have to get out there, and you got to get out there and mingle. You got to get out there and talk to people. Especially these are top executive people. Steve was not around no Rudy Poos on yesterday. He was around people who bringing in six figures.
Yep.
I ain't gonna say a year. Some of you guys doing it every month. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to get out there and build these relationships. It's all about who you know now. It's always been about that. It's all about who you know. And these promotions, ladies and gentlemen, they're built on relationships. Yeah. These networking, they're built on relationships. They give you the blueprint. They teaching you the game.
Yeah,
go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
I would just add that you find out about things that you normally wouldn't hear about. So I wouldn't have met you, Furman, at that event. I would have never known you had a podcast. So just by hearing you speak, I watched you get an award, And I was like, wow, this guy's, really good heart, good spirited man. And you had a great podcast. And that's what drove me to reach out to you and follow up. And here we are today. If it wasn't for that event, that networking event, this would have never collaborated and happened.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, out there listening, get out there, ask questions. If you are working a 9 to 5, ask your supervisors questions. You want to get ahead of the game.
Yep.
No, don't worry. People may say, "Oh, you brown nose," and nah, it's all about getting ahead of the game. That's what all is about. It's all about being ahead of the game.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point, Furman. 50% of the working class is going to be 1099 entrepreneur by 2027. So I love what you just said, but it is okay to have a W-2 9 to 5 job, but make sure you're building, because there's so much opportunity for you out there. And that's how you're going to be able to level up and overcome all of the adversity in your life.
Right. Because everything based on network. You never know who know. And all about you having a relationship with an individual, before you know it, your name coming up in these conversations. Your name's coming up in these memes. Oh, I know Steve. He's a great guy. I love you. That's how things happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
They're giving you game. You got to catch on to it. Put your pride down. Drop your ego. Humble yourself and get out there and make things happen. You don't know everything. Stop thinking you know everything. You don't know everything. It's people that's already set up for you that's willing to give you the blueprint. There's individuals out there who's willing to invest. And I ain't talking about $1. I ain't talking about no $5. These individuals out here who are ready to invest millions in you. Drop your pride. Drop your ego. Stop listening to these mediocre people. And be around people who are go-getters. Be around people who gonna help you get into these doors. And I'm one of my things, Steve, we're talking about manipulating people. Oh, you're talking about to manipulate people. No, I'm not. We're not saying that. We're talking about humble yourself. Everything is built on relationship.
Manipulation and motivation are two different things. And you just brought up a good point. And you got to be around other motivating people. And that's, you got to get to the point. Environment is everything. And that's why I packed up my car in New York and brought my 2 dogs and came out to be around this crowd, this environment. To be away from my children is one of the hardest moves I ever had to make. But I knew it was going to level up my career, and it was going to allow my business to take off so I can create the financial and the travel freedom that I've been longing for that I couldn't get where I was. So put yourself around winners and watch what happens, and God will bless you. But I love what you said. It's also being humble. So I didn't come here thinking I knew everything and I was taking over. It's literally coming here, meeting people, and how can I serve you type mentality. And even at these networking events, the first thing out of your mouth should not be, what can you do for me? It should be, what can I do for you? And Maria Aragon and I actually had a great talk today offline about this, and it kind of ignited a light bulb in her head. But just how can you serve others first and not expect anything in return? That right there, ladies and gentlemen, will change the game for you, and God will bless you on that, because you're not looking to manipulate somebody or looking for something in return. You're just looking to give and serve, and it will always come back to you 10 times.
Yeah. And once going back to it again, ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Ask questions. Stay over late. Ask these execs how they do it. And these people, millionaires, billionaires, they love giving away information. Only one who don't give away information are the ones with that poor mindset.
Yep.
But these billionaires, millionaires, they love giving away information, ladies and gentlemen. Stop, take the limits off yourself. It's not about where you came from, or it's not about this and that. It's all about where you want to go. It's all about you. It's all about where you want to go and learn. And like I said, I'm getting to the point now, especially at night. I'm looking to the point now of listening to some mental affirmations when I sleep at night. So I want to get off into that as well as I sleep, because think about the subconscious mind is always going. So I want to come to feed the subconscious mind on a regular. So that's something I'm implementing too in my own too, by listening to some mental affirmations while I sleep, because the subconscious mind is always going. And all the good stuff. So Steve, what else next you got going? I know you got the podcast business. So what's the next venture you got going on? When can we see you on the next event that's coming up?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm all over the map, right, in DFW, so I love it here. So you'll find me everywhere. Just follow me on social media, and I'll keep you updated on everything I got going on. But Saturday, myself and Mr. U are speaking at a conference, Future Millionaire, in Fort Worth. So if you haven't yet, I'll share the link below after the show. There's free tickets. We got a few seats left. You can be my VIP guest. I'm actually giving away a Fitbit watch. So if you come, I'm giving away a Fitbit watch at my presentation. I'm doing a workshop on 135 Field of Dreams GPS to take your company from zero to whatever revenue goal you want. And I'm doing a workshop on it to keep to scale and grow on a cleat string marketing budget. And how do you grow momentum in your business when you're just starting out? So if you have no plans on Saturday, it's from 12 to 5 in Fort Worth. I'll share the link at the end of the show. But we have a few free tickets I can give away as a speaker. So I'll share my link, be my VIP guest in the crowd, and I'm going to be giving away things, and you're going to learn a lot, not just from me, but from all the other amazing speakers that are booked. I think there's 8 of us, and some of us are doing speaking and workshops. Some of us are just speaking. It's going to be an amazing event with Rashad Thurkill and Future Millionaire Workshop. So look it up on Eventbrite, and I'll share the link after the show.
So it's going to be this coming Saturday. So
Coming
I encourage
Saturday,
everyone. So I encourage everyone to bring your notebook, bring you a pen, bring you a pencil, bring your book bag, your laptop, your iPad, and get ready to go to school. Get ready to go to school. You got some great instructors that's going to be instructing you this coming Tuesday. I mean, not today, it's Tuesday. My bad. I apologize. This coming Saturday. I'm in Tuesday right now. This coming Saturday morning. Come out there, Stephen, Mr. U, and many other greats going to be educating you. Giving you great information. So go there. Just coming Saturday.
Keisha Sanchez is one of the speakers too. So
okay, keep me shout out to Keisha as well. So go there, get all this great information on this coming Saturday. Bring your pen, your notebook, your iPad, your laptop, and get ready to go to work, go to school. I can say this school. So refer to this as school on a Saturday.
That's right.
Be in school. So yeah, this is not just I'm just going somewhere, but actually get educated, inspire, take notes, ask questions, and get mentorship. So I just want to go ahead and put that in, Stephen, as well. It's like going to school on the Saturday.
Thank you, Furman. No, and I'll tell you what, no matter what success level you're at, being coachable and learning from others is so vital. I mean, this past Saturday, I went to an entrepreneur conference. I wasn't speaking. I sat in the front row and I just took notes and I asked questions. And, you know, I always want to improve my weaknesses. So you can never, you know, be at the highest success level that you can achieve. You always got to be grinding and you know, learning to keep getting 1% better every day. Never ends.
Hey, it never ends. We're gonna take one quick commercial break, and after that, I'm gonna get with Steven. He's gonna leave his final remarks, his words of wisdom, and sound advice to listen on. We'll be right back after this commercial.
I've always been told that I'm too small, I'm not big enough, I'm not fast enough, I don't have what it takes. I prepare so no one can take what is mine. No one can replace my mind, my heart. To be the best and stay there, sweat is necessary. I'm older. Of course I'm older. That's the beauty of it. 16 years plus. Different level of wisdom, different level of understanding, different level of punishment. I want to live long after my records have fallen, long after my rings have tarnished. And whatever you got to do to make sure you chase your legacy every second of your life. Will you be remembered? How would you be remembered? Why wouldn't you fight for the greatest achievement ever? Leave your mark to endure forever.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on the Walking This Way Impact Bar Podcast. That was words of wisdom and advice from the great Ray Lewis, NFL Hall of Famer, world famous linebacker. I love Ray Lewis as well. Y'all need to check out Ray Lewis stuff. He do great interviews, very great speaking engagement. When you listen to Ray Lewis, he'll make you want to run to the wall for him. So listen to his stuff as well. Big shout out to Miss D. She did a very good job. So proud of the both of you. Congratulations. So big shout out to Ms. D. Big shout out to Ms. Drew with 3-1, her organization in the DFW. Great woman, awesome woman. I love her spirit. I love
the
her
best.
mindset. Yeah, she's awesome. Purity about herself. So keep it a great work, Ms. D, that you're doing, giving back, especially young entrepreneurs. Because at these young entrepreneurs, they were in their early 20s. That she's helping out. So that's good, and that's a great thing. So big shout out to Ms. D and the great work you're doing. And I know I got to do another show at 7, so I want to host Stephen up. I know you're a very productive man. So what words of advice, what sounds of wisdom that you want to leave here with the listening audience that's listening to us live and will go back and listen to the replay?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Furman. That Ray Lewis video just fired me up. I'm an athlete, so I wish I was in the locker room with him. Yeah, I would say, guys, just take it personal. Take your legacy personal. Take your future personal. There's going to be a lot of naysayers out there, no matter whether you have success, whether you fail. And a lot of times that can be some of the people that are closest to you. So just take it with a grain of salt, understand your mission, understand your journey, be intentional, understand what your purpose is, where you want to go. You're the CEO of your life, guys. You get to choose where you want to go. So it's nobody else's life. So just because your mom or your grandmother wants you to do something to live out their dreams of your life, does not mean that's what you want out of your life. So do what you are set out to do. Rewrite your story if you have to. Be passionate. It's the butterfly effect. The little things do add up. I will say that. So get consistent and don't discredit any of the little things because they add up to the big things. And add value to people. That is my biggest advice as well. Because when you add value to people, beautiful things happen. And the right people, the right places will appear. And your heart just has to be open to them and listen to God and listen to your mentors because they will guide you to success. And just have a target, have a game plan. Without a game plan, you're just running around with your head cut off. So write down your goals. Be a visionary. Come up with a vision board. If you need help with your business, reach out to me. I'll give you a free 135 GPS in your business, and we'll go after your field of dreams. But have it written down. See it every day when you wake up. That's what all the big athletes have. Know your goals, know what you're going after, and why you're going after it. So I leave you here today to wish you all the best and to go after your field of dreams because nobody else is going to do it for you, and nobody's going to come save you. So you are the final choice. You are worthy. You are worth it. No matter what you went through, no matter what mistakes you made, you are worthy of success. I cannot tell you that enough. If you need somebody, you reach out to me directly, and I will be your cheerleader. I will be there for you. I know Furman would do the same thing. I want every single person to be successful, no matter what they've been through, no matter what they saw, what they see. We all deserve success. God made us for a reason. Find your God-given talents and go after them.
That's it. And also, Marie said, thank you both. Big shout out to her for tuning in as well. So big shout out to her. Never want to forget the people who tune in and support these great platforms. So I always go out there and support the Field of Dream Business Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Get out there. It don't cost you anything. Just go out there, subscribe to the Field of Dream Business Podcast, and share with everyone you know. Click that notification when they go live as well. So it don't cost you anything. It is zero, ladies and gentlemen. So get out there, support, subscribe, and let's support Stephen what he's doing here in the DFW and many other great like Missy U, Keisha, Miss D, Maria, of course, Ashanti as well. David Cartoons. Also, that people that timed in to check this out. Like I said, I got to do another show at 7. Matter of fact, this is our next guest. It's going to be coming on at 7 p.m. I'm going to play a commercial just so you can get a feel of who our next guest is going to be.
Tarrant County just spent $18 million on what?
Girl, they just spent $18 million sending inmates to Garza County because all 4 of our jails are filled here. And I know it's because these courts are backed up. This is a problem. But Mark, I know you can help fix this.
Okay. I know what I need to do. I'm Mark Clayton, judicial candidate for Tarrant County Criminal District Court 2. I promise to continue serving and protecting the citizens of Tarrant County by following the law, upholding our Constitution, ensuring fair and equitable sentencing, ruling firmly but with compassion. I need you to make your mark in 2024. Run to the polls and vote for me because your life depends on it.
Yes, y'all tune in to the next episode at 7 p.m. with Mark County. So y'all come here and check out what she got going on as well. Steven, once again, thank you. One more time, before I can let you go, go ahead and plug in your information with the Field of Dream podcast. Once again, for the audience that's maybe tuning in now, how they can go to Strive, what day it comes on, and and also how can it be on the show as well.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Furman. And check out my website, guys. I'm rolling it out tomorrow, www.srobusinesscoaching.com, and you can learn more about my company. Also, the Field of Dreams Business Podcast you can find on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, all the different podcast platforms. I stream every Monday morning, 8 a.m., and every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. So you got two ways to find the show. Reach out to me on social media, Stephen R. Orefice, on all social media platforms. And I'm on YouTube as well, SRO Business Coaching Incorporated. And would love to connect with y'all. We could do coffee, we could do a phone call, or we could do Zoom, whatever's convenient for you. I want to hear your story. I want to learn about your business. And I'd be more than happy to give away some free advice. So let's connect and let's all grow in 2024.
And that's what's up. So we about to get leave this thing, about to get transition to the next episode at 7. So man, y'all tune in, stay up on as I get to have Mark Clayton on. She's running for judge here in Tarrant County. So if you have any questions about, the judicial system, hey, gotta ask her on the show. So for those that tune in, don't go nowhere. We got another episode coming in at 7. So we're about to leave this thing. Man, y'all have a great day, great night. We're going to be back on at 7. So, man, y'all tune into the next episode. And we on out this thing. So, see y'all at the next episode. Peace, everybody.